Okay, we're live. Hi. Oh, I need my microphone. It's super echoey. Give me 1 second. I'm in an Airbnb. So while you're getting on, I'm going to grab my mic so that it's not really weird sounding. And I'm also going to tell you to make sure that you go to vicarious.com/get clients to download your PDF so that you can work alongside us. We're going to be working together on our plan, our marketing plan for YouTube. Okay, so vicarious.com/get clients. You don't have to, if you're watching this live, you don't have to put in your email address or anything. You just click it, download it. Okay, let me get my mic. Wait, where is my mic? Hold on, I'll find it, I promise. Okay. So today we're going to talk about getting clients on YouTube. I had 110,000 YouTube views in 2020. I'm so excited about that. Let me get my mic. Okay, mic's on. Okay, so somebody do me a favor and let me know if you can hear me now that I have the mic on. 110,000, hey Sheeta, 110,000 views. So we're going to talk about what to do to get clients on YouTube, clearly. All right, we're going to talk about a handful of different things. I've got a list here. We're going to talk about why YouTube. We're going to talk about how to choose what videos you're going to make, what types of videos, and what topics of videos, okay? We're going to talk about how to make sure the right people find those videos. We're going to talk about the parts of a good video. And we're going to talk a little bit about tech stuff. What I wrote under tech stuff is no. But we're going to talk a little bit about the actual stuff that you need to do YouTube. And then we're going to talk about where to share your videos, how to market your videos, because in the beginning, you're going to need to do a lot of the heavy lifting before YouTube kicks in and does more heavy lifting for you. All right, and then we're going to talk about how to move them from YouTube to your business. So that's a lot to cover, but we can do it, okay? Thanks, Sheeta. All right, so that's a lot to cover today, but we can do this. I also want to tell you that I do have this exact training pre-recorded, which you can pay for. So if you want to watch this live and get live feedback from people and watch me say hi to my friends in the chat, then stick with us, okay? If that is not your type of thing and you would rather just watch this on your own with your little workbook and, do it that way, fine. Here's the link. It's a Gumroad link that I didn't bother to change, but you'll see gum.co/little d, capital N, little b, capital E, capital R. So you have two options. Stick with us if you want feedback. Go over there if you just want to get this done in 40 minutes, not an hour and a half, which is probably how long it's going to take us. The Gumroad link is pay what you want. I think I usually charge $17 for it, but it's pay what you want. $5, I'm in Mexico, $5 will get me coffee, churros, and yogurt, okay? All right, hi Craig. All right, if you're here, say hi. We're gonna go ahead and get started. I hope that you got your workbook because we're gonna work through it. The very first thing that is important to do when you are a coach on YouTube, when you're coaching and you want clients to find you on YouTube, is that you need to have a channel that's really clear about what you talk about. You don't have to, people get scared of this and they're like, oh, I'm going to lose people if I don't talk about something specific. But you have to be able to say very clearly who you help, what you help them do, how you help them do it. That's the very first thing that is in the workbook if you're in the workbook. I always say, and I didn't do my intro today, I always say my intro, I'm Stephanie Perry. I'm a year-round house sitter and I'm the creator of House Sitter School. I help Black women take a sabbatical to travel on a budget, right? If that's interesting to you, make sure that you click subscribe and turn on notifications. I say that all the time. Very simple. Who I help and what I help them do and how I help them do it. Hi, Tori. Hey, Nomadic Jamaican. If you can't say that, then you're not gonna, YouTube, no platform is gonna work for you. Good morning, Imani. No platform is going to work if you can't say that very clearly. Who you help, what you help them do, and how you help them do it. Now, the how is really the least important part. Okay, so the how you help them do it, I don't mean to say least important, but it's something that you can start without knowing. Okay, so I started this channel June 2019. I knew I was making videos for Black women who wanted to take a sabbatical on a budget. I didn't exactly know what the next step was going to be. I didn't know at the time that I was going to be doing one-on-one calls. I didn't know, I may have known House Sitter School was going to happen, but I didn't really know, right? I didn't really know that I was going to do it through House Sitter School and through one-on-one calls. So you don't necessarily need to know the how, because that might change based on what people ask you for. Basically, what happens is you get on a platform like YouTube, a blog, a podcast, and people start asking you for things, and then you make those things, right? That's how coaching works in 2020 and 2021. So if you can't say who you help and what you help them do, start over. So would you guys take a second and tell us in the comments? So I help Black women. I'm going to tell you, I'm on Ecamm, as you guys know, so I can share your comments on the screen. So in the chat, some of you are new. So if you don't know that, I will share your comments on the screen, which you may not like. But if you're okay with it, okay. So I help Black women take a sabbatical to travel. All right, are you guys typing yours in? And who, what, and how. So I help Black women take a sabbatical to travel on a budget by house sitting. Boom. So that's my who, does what, for whom, and how. Right? And I cover a lot more on this channel than house sitting, like today, but there's a clear focus for my channel. People subscribe because they know what they're going to get. If people aren't sure what they're going to get from you, they're not going to subscribe. You probably are doing the same thing on your own as a YouTube viewer. You're probably looking at people and you watch a video and you're like, okay, and then YouTube might suggest another video of theirs, but you probably won't subscribe if it's like one video is hair and then another video is food. I don't know, right? Because I don't subscribe to food YouTubers. Maybe you like hair and food, but people need to know exactly what you're talking about. Nobody's going to share. Let me see. Maybe I just can't see it on Ecamm. If you would take a second, we're not moving on until you start sharing your who does what for whom, even if it's something that you need to perfect or work on. Maybe I just can't see it from here. My Airbnb host is WhatsApping me. I'm sorry. I don't know why. She says good morning, but there may be more to come. So she may be like, hey, quiet down, pipe down. Let's see. Thank you. Here we go, Kirsten. I help women of color who want to be location independent. Oh, she just says, I hope I'm enjoying my stay. Okay. I help women of color who want to be location independent upgrade their money to live a profitable life. Good, Kirsten. Anywhere in the world. Who does what for whom? Perfectly. And then if you have a buy, let's see, upgrade their money. By upgrading their money. Yes, so you've got it in the middle. Yes, exactly. That's exactly right. We got Craig. I help novice travelers planning trips all over the globe. Yes, you do. Based on my on the ground experiences and friends I've made all over. Yes, perfect. All right. Say that in your videos. Say that on your channel. It will draw people to you. Don't get nervous when you say things like novice travelers, right? Some people, Craig did this very well. Some people would say, I don't want to put novice because I also help experienced people and I also help blah, blah, blah. But it's less about excluding other people than it is about the people that you definitely want saying, that's my guy, right? That's my guy. I say Black women, Craig is not a Black woman and he's here today, right? People don't really discount themselves, or people don't really count themselves out When you give a description of who you help and they're not exactly in that description, but they know that what you're talking will still help them, they stick around. All right? So it's less, so don't worry about that. Okay. Picky Girl travels the world. Hi, Adelia. I help Black women figure out their finances so they live life on their own terms. Bam. Perfect. Right? Who? Black women. What? Life on their own terms. How? Figuring out their finances. Perfection. Good morning, AZ. Happy New Year. Robin. And I help people create and cultivate life experiences that reflect their best self. I help people create and cultivate. I like this. I like the way this feels, Robin, but I still don't know what you do. Life experiences is just a little vague to me. You didn't ask me for my feedback, but this is what I do, okay? It makes me feel good, but it doesn't make me say she can help me do something specific. If we're talking about travel experiences, say it. Or if we're talking about cultural exchanges, or I don't know. I really like Robin. I don't know. I'm missing something. It feels good. Cultivate life experiences, but I don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it. Wonderful teacher. I help educators take a break from teaching to find travel and find alternative career options. Hi, I love this. All right. Again, if you don't want to hear me read everything and go through everything, you can just go to Gumroad and download this training for free. I mean, not for free, but pay what you want. It's called Want Free Marketing, Learn YouTube SEO. Okay, but we're going to work this together like it's a workshop. But if you don't want to do the workshop, just go ahead and get that version. And also, if you want to work along with us, get your workbook. Vicarious.com/get-clients. This workbook is a free download, and I got too many screens going on. Workbook is a free download, and you don't even have to give me your email address if you're here on the live stream. Travel and lifestyle. Okay, Robin, I would throw in the word travel there, or something related to travel. Life experiences could be anything. Having a baby is a life experience. Getting a haircut is a life experience. So life experiences to me didn't register. If you don't mind my butting in. Hadassah Ingrid, I help beginning acting students of color master the craft of acting using practical business applications to effectively navigate the entertainment industry. That's amazing. I want to do this. Teach me. I help women over 35 lead more adventurous lives through adventure coaching. Hey, Outdoorsy Diva. So I want to say one more time that sometimes people get caught on the for whom, right? Or who you help. Doesn't have to be a actual like demographic. It can be a psychographic. When I did work for coaches, I worked for coaches. It wasn't like I helped Black women coaches. It was I help beginning coaches who feel like they're part of a bigger movement and need help reaching other audiences, right? So that was psychographic. So it doesn't have to be demographic. It can be something like that. Beginners, like Craig, novice travelers, or something, something along those lines. Demographic or psychographic or a mix. We've seen some mixes in here as well. Beginning acting students of color, right? That's a demographic and a psychographic. Where are they and who are they? I feel like we've nailed this. Anybody else? This is your last chance to get your who does what for whom in. Before we move on, I need to take a breath. I feel like, all right. Okay, so quickly, why YouTube? I think I don't need to sell you on why YouTube. I think you're probably here because you already know that your client is already on YouTube. Everybody's already here. You need to have a platform somewhere, whether it's YouTubing, a podcast, a blog. In my opinion, YouTube is the best, Rashida, because of a couple of different things. The search abilities on YouTube, amazing, right? If you want to look for a podcast on a specific topic, Apple Podcasts is not going to help you. I've been a guest on many podcasts, including Craig's podcast. If you go in Apple Podcasts and search my name, 50-50 chance on whether or not a podcast I've been on shows up. The search abilities just suck. Now, Spotify, Adele, you put me onto Spotify. Spotify's search is better, but YouTube's is the best. Okay, YouTube is the world's second largest search engine. It's owned by Google, the world's largest search engine. YouTube and Google are where people go to learn things. YouTube and Google are YouTube are the results that people get back when they Google things. I don't get podcast episode results back when I Google something, right? If you Google Black women expats right now, hopefully somewhere early on, you will see a YouTube video of mine on Google. I hope. I've been going after that keyword, right? If you put in Black women expats on Google, that should come up. I listen to probably 10 different Black women travel shows about Black women expats on podcasts. None of those will show up in search rankings. I don't think. I haven't tested this lately, but I'm pretty sure, right? YouTube is going to outrank a podcast and a new blog, right? If you have an established blog with a lot of history, a lot of years, yes, you can rank very highly on Google, and you will, and it's a wonderful payoff. But there's no blog that's a year and a half old that's doing well in search like my YouTube channel is doing well in search. Also, YouTube knows what people want to watch, and it recommends it to them, even if they're not already subscribed. YouTube's algorithm be knowing. YouTube be knowing what's happening. And Rashida, I'm here to help. I'm here to help. YouTube's algorithm be knowing what people want to watch, like no one else out there. I don't think even Spotify is not as good at recommending stuff to me as YouTube is. And I have another reason. I covered up my notes here. Easily monetizable. YouTube is, I'm not talking about YouTube ads. I'm talking about you can easily get people to click on things from YouTube compared to a podcast. I don't know, like I made lead magnets for podcasters, and I don't know how successful they are. Like, I don't know. This cheat sheet that I just made for you guys, I make that kind of stuff. I used to make that kind of stuff for people for money, right? And podcasting is just really hard to get people to click on a link, right? Because they're doing something else, and blogging, it's easier. YouTube, it's in the middle, right? So we've got clickable links, we've got your algorithm, we've got your clients are already there, and it's an amazing search engine. So that's why YouTube. I don't think we need to go into that anymore. I don't think anybody has any questions about why YouTube. Okay, this is when we're going to need to start taking some notes. We're going to talk about how to choose what videos to make. Because you know who your clients are, you can find out what they're already watching. Go to the people that they love by listening to what they love talking about and find out what they're already watching. I think I'm going to share my screen for this part. So bear with me. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not. Okay, let me just move on. So I knew that my channel was going to help Black women, Generation X. I never say that in videos like out loud, but it's clear that I help Gen X women mostly because I'm a Gen X woman, right? And they gravitate to me. Women who are in their 40s and 50s are probably 80%, 75, 80% of my channel viewers. I know what else they like because I'm them. And I know some of the other channels that they watch. So here's what you do, okay? You go to the other channels that your people already like, and you look at what's performing really well on those channels. I really do want to share my screen. Bear with me. If y'all see something you're not supposed to see, just cover your eyes. Wait, let me disable my... Hold on, bear with me, y'all. Okay, so I want you to see my screen, so I need to click on that. And then I need to go to a window, right? Okay, so this is the cheat sheet. If you hit that download button, you will get this sheet becomes clickable. Right now it's not clickable, but if you click the download button and then you open the downloaded version, you can type right on the cheat sheet, because printer ink is a scam and we are not giving our money to the printer scammers in 2021. So you can see, you can type into that. All right, but I want to show you how to figure out what's doing really well on other people's channels. Mandy, I'm 27 and I want to live like Gen X expats. Yes, you do. Yeah, so I don't think that me saying Gen X women makes other women say, oh my gosh, let me log out, right? It doesn't do that. There are plenty of women in their 60s here. Hi, Mom. 70s. There are plenty of women in their 60s and 70s here. But it does make the women who I am definitely talking to know that I'm talking to them when I use their, when I say I'm speaking to them, and when I use the same kind of language and ask the same kind of questions that they ask. Okay. So let's look at Gloria. Okay. So because I was already listening to what other women were sharing, right? Seeing what other women were sharing on YouTube and on Facebook groups and stuff, I knew that people really liked this video. So I take a look at this video. This is before I even started my channel. I'm gonna have to stop it because it's gonna start playing. Come on, and I'm in Mexico, so the ads are in Spanish. So you can see, I hope you guys can see this screen. I have a little thing that's covering up. Come on, stop, I don't want that. Now let's get past this ad. So you can see that this is a video that I knew that people liked. Okay. I hope you can see the screen. Somebody let me know if you can see the screen share, because this is important. We're going to take notes on this section. Oh no. Okay, thank you, Rashida. Okay, I have a plugin called TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy is, there's a free version and a paid version. I have the free version. And there's a link to TubeBuddy at the end of the worksheet. TubeBuddy tells me what tags Gloria used in her video. You see that this is a video. She's got less than 20,000 subscribers and she's got 760,000 views on this video. This tells me that this is a video that's overperforming, is doing amazingly well. TubeBuddy tells me that these are her tags, which aren't great, honestly. She didn't do a great job of putting tags on her video, but it tells me that these are the things that she's ranking for. Friendly countries, she's 26th in countries. This video is only 24th under her own name, so something's not right here. Okay. But I do know that this video is performing really well, and I know that it's performing really well because when I look at her channel, I can see, I go to videos and then I click on sort by most popular. I can see that, again, 20,000 subscribers, 765,000 views. So I know that this is something that is doing well because people are searching and sharing, not just because her subscribers watched it. There's a difference between a video doing okay because your subscribers watch and a video that's overperforming because it's something that people are looking for. You can also scroll down. When you get to the middle of her page, you can see that her average, or like her mean video, has like 1,000 views, 800 or 900 views. So any video that's performing better than that is a video that's doing really well in search and suggested, right? It's being searched for and it's being suggested after other videos on YouTube, which is something that YouTube does amazingly. It suggests something that it thinks you're going to be interested in after you watch something similar. So you can tell that these, especially these top row videos, these are videos that are doing really well. So if I'm a Black travel YouTuber, I want to make videos on these topics. We're not talking about stealing her titles, stealing her content. Absolutely not. We're talking about being informed by this. So we can see that this video is doing amazingly well. Best believe I have a video that is very similar. And you can see right here, my video is recommended. Jeez, these ads. Stop. Okay. All right. So you can see her video is doing really well, and my video gets recommended after her video. This is a video that I did called Countries Where Black Travelers Feel Welcome, in response to her video, The 5 Most African American Friendly Countries. At the time, Gloria had traveled a lot through Europe, and I had traveled a lot through Southeast Asia. So we had two differing points of view. All right. Stop. Two different points of view. So I make a video. Now here's what you need to know, okay? So I make a video in response to Gloria's video. In my video, I say her name. I say the name of her channel. I say the name of her video. So I said in this video, I watched Gloria Tamo's video, Countries Where African American Friendly Countries. Her channel is The Blog Abroad. I like that she talked about this, and I want to add this to the conversation. I say that in my video because YouTube is listening and transcribing or closed captioning every word. So I say that, and then you can see in my keywords, I put her name in my tags. The Blog Abroad is her channel. Gloria Tamo is her name. African American Friendly Countries is the name of her video, right? I want to make sure YouTube knows my video is related to this. If they like her video, which is a super performer, if they like her video, they will like my video. I say it, I put it in the keywords, and then I also put it in the description. I link to her video right in my description. Boom, I link to one of mine, I link to one of hers. I'm surprised I didn't link to more. Okay, I guess I felt like that was enough. Link to one of mine and link to one of hers in the description, right? I want to make sure that YouTube knows that I want my video suggested after Gloria's video. If you find a video that you think is amazing, like doing amazingly well, it doesn't even have to be a good video, right? It just has to be doing really well. If you find a video that's doing really well, and on a subject matter that your people are going to want to hear from you about, make your video and reference that video. Reference that other video. Say it. Say the title, creator name and channel name. Tag it in your tags and link to it. All right, we got that? Everybody clear on that? I think I can stop sharing. Well, let me show you. So I'll show you what that does. What that means is that I made my video when I had about 26 subscribers. I'm not kidding. I made what is it called? Countries Where African American Travelers Feel Welcome. I made that video when I had 26 subscribers, and it's gotten over 40,000 views. Because it gets suggested after her video, right? I have an affirmations and meditations video. I did the same thing. There's a channel called I can't remember, but there's an affirmations and meditations video for Black women that just went bonkers. It was doing crazy big views, like crazy views. I want to say she had, 600,000 views on that video in a few months, right? So that tells me my subscribers would also love a video on affirmations and meditations for Black women. I got together some Black women to make a video for us. And I put her title, I didn't say her video name in that title, but I tag it in the tags and I link to it in the description. So YouTube knows that if you like that video, you'll like my video. And you can see in 6 months, 7 months, 6,000 views. Right, where my average view on my channel, my average video probably has about 500, or the mean for my views in that time period is about 500 views. And then so you have the ones that aren't performing very well, right? Some stuff I did in Thailand, just some nonsense, just me talking to the camera, some nonsense, some pets people weren't interested in, right? Those barely have 100 views. My mean, right, the middle ground, they have about 500 views. The super performers, here we go, 40,000, 8,000, 8,000, 6,000, 3,000, because these videos are associated with other videos that are performing really well. Okay, so everybody have information on how to find a super performer? Any questions on how to find a video that is overperforming, and then have your video suggested after that video? Nobody? Robin, I guess my thing with the who I help is that I don't want to limit myself to one demographic. Remember, who I help isn't necessarily demographic. It could be psychographic, right? Where are they in this thing, right? Craig's thing was novice travelers, right? It doesn't have to be demographic. I helped coaches who were brand new, who felt like they were part of a movement. To me, that was important because I wanted coaches who were going to collaborate. Collaboration is key. So it doesn't have to be demographic. It can be psychographic. Where are they in this journey? But you have to spell it out. You have to spell it out. Psychographic for me could be, right, who want to take a sabbatical to travel. That's a psychographic, right? That's not a demographic. So I could just say I help people who want to take a sabbatical to travel on a budget. That would still help. That would still work. So don't get caught up in that. People, that happens all the time. People always think that that's what it has to be, a demographic, but it doesn't. But you have to speak to somebody. You can't, if you walk down the street and you just say the words, I can help you make money, nobody's going to stop and talk to you, right? You have to say, like Adelia says, if you are, let me scroll back up to Adelia's. Oh, I can't find it. I'm sorry, Adelia. But you know, Adelia's was, I remember it was specific. I know that, right? So it has to be specific. You have to be talking to someone, women who are ready to, I don't know. What I hear when Adelia says is women who are ready to take off the chains, but I know that's not what she says. All right. So that is how you get suggested. A good portion of a good video's views will happen because you're getting suggested after another video that's doing really well. Again, to find a video that's doing really well, you just check out channels that people like, right? It's that simple. Check out channels that your ideal client or your ideal viewer would like, and then see which videos of theirs are doing the best. Some of them won't apply to you and you won't be able to do it. If Gloria's best performing videos had been like learning French in France or something like that, I don't want to make those. I'm not doing that, right? I would have to drive on, find someone else is doing something. Onika the Traveler, her video, I think one of her best performers is being Black in Russia, right? So maybe that would inform me and I would say, okay, well, I want to do being Black in different cities around the world, right? Or different countries. And maybe I would be like, I don't want to do that, right? Move on, find another video that's doing really well. So you just find people who your people are already watching. It helps that I am my demographic. Basically, my demographic is like me 5 years ago. That's really helpful. But if that's not, then you just have to be nosy. Just listen to what they're sharing different places. So that's the next point of how to know which videos to make. Just listen to what people are telling, what people are sharing. Go in Facebook groups and see what they're sharing, what they're talking about, what questions they're asking. And then answer those questions yourself. Answer them yourself. There's no such thing as this already exists. Yes, Gloria's video already exists. And yes, it's got a lot of views, but YouTube is not a place where people go to watch one video on one thing. I've never watched just one video on any subject, even if it's a subject I'm not really interested in. So yesterday I watched videos about a man with Asperger's syndrome. I don't know why. YouTube recommended it to me. You know, they be recommending stuff. And I watched probably 3 or 4 of his videos for for no reason. So you don't have to feel like, oh, this video already exists. That's not how it works. Videos, books, podcast episodes, doesn't matter if it already exists. Make your version of it. Again, we're not talking about stealing. We're talking about being informed by it and inspired by it. All right. Hi, Krishan. Hello, everyone. I haven't said hi to yet. Okay. I think there are 4 types of videos a coach should make. Solo how-to, right? Me talking to the camera, telling you how to do something. I have a lot of those. Interview how-to. Me interviewing someone about how they did something and how you can do that thing. Vlog, just relaxed, laid back stuff. I don't do a whole lot of those. I do more how-to than vlog, but people like vlogs. I did do a day in the life of a house sitter video that people seem to like. So I think it's important to do some vlog style. Just these are my thoughts on things. I'm not teaching you anything today, but these are my thoughts. So here's what's happening. I do some updates, I guess. I do update videos. Yeah, so that would be considered vlogging. Yeah. And then number 4 is Q&A. Excuse me. Coaches must do Q&As. Live Q&As. Yes, live Q&As. Must. There's no way to move people forward without live Q&As. Before I started doing live Q&As on my channel, I did them through a 5-day challenge. I hosted a 5-day challenge. And during the challenge, we would do live Q&As. And I was like, oh, this is the difference maker. Coaches have to do live Q&As, whether it's on a topic or not. So my Q&As here lately, I start off talking about something and we branch into whatever they want to talk about. So it's okay to be laid back in a Q&A. You don't have to be super organized. Also, they don't require editing, which is a bonus. But I think coaches have to do solo how-to, interview how-to, vlog, Q&A. That mix will bring in all different kinds of subscribers and clients, because some people will gravitate towards a different type of content than others. Okay. All right. Another important point about what types of videos to make. If I only made videos about house sitting, even though my goal is to get the world house sitting, most people would never find me, because people are not searching how to become a house sitter. Okay. There's like a ladder called, I don't know what the ladder's called, but there are people who are on different rungs of the ladder, and you want to make sure that you're making content for people on those different rungs. You guys are really quiet in the chat. If you have any questions or whatever, say something. If I skipped over things, say it. Hi, Monique. 4 types of videos everyone should make. How to solo. Me telling you how to do something, just me. Interview how to. Me interviewing someone about how they did something. Vlog, casual conversation. I do update videos, and I've done some day in the life videos. I would consider those vlogs. Just casual conversation. And Q&A, where we get feedback. That's another great YouTube bonus that podcasting and blogging doesn't have. You get feedback, right? Monique just said, what were these 4 types? Boom, I'm answering Monique's question. This is something that I think Clubhouse could excel in if we could just clear out the clutter. But the ability to give real-time feedback to people is a YouTube. Right now, I'm going to say it's exclusive to YouTube, because Clubhouse, whatever. So I would say, Lauren, yes to Q&As directly on YouTube. You can also nowadays you can do live Q&As on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram at the same time. I think that you want it where your audience is plus YouTube. So if you already have a good sized audience on Instagram and you know that they would join into a live Q&A, do your Q&A there and YouTube. You want to keep it on YouTube as well, because YouTube is searchable. Once you finish that Q&A on Instagram, who cares, right? Maybe it'll pop up in people's feeds for a while. On Facebook, it'll last a little longer, but on YouTube, it's here forever. So absolutely on YouTube, and then you can also stream it other places as well. Okay, Craig. If you say so. You guys are quiet. Help. I need help. All right. So the latter. Excuse me. Pain aware, problem aware, solution aware. Okay. There are people who are aware that they have a pain, but they don't know the pain is caused by a specific problem, and they don't know there's a solution. Okay. They're on rung one. There are people who are aware that they have a pain and that it's caused by a specific problem. They just don't know that there's a solution. And then there are people on rung three. They're aware they have a pain. They know what that problem is, and they know that there are solutions, and they're researching which solution is right for them. Excuse me. I would consider, I have what's it called? A tradition of being congested on New Year's Day. I got so congested yesterday. This is my second year in Guadalajara for the new year, and my second year being congested, but whatever. So I'm sorry, but I gotta clear my throat and make awful noises in the microphone. I'm sorry. All right. So if like I said, I think house sitting is the solution. I'm a coach who does house sitting stuff. I'm the creator of House Sitter School. I think house sitting is the solution. If I only made house sitting videos, only people who would find me are people who are already looking for house sitting stuff. Most of my people who have joined House Sitter School didn't know house sitting was a legit option for them until they saw a video of mine on house sitting. And they didn't see that video of mine on house sitting until they saw another video of mine on another subject. And I mentioned house sitting. This is the key for coaches. You have a solution. You have a product, you have a service, but they're likely not searching that particular service or solution, right? I told you I go hard on the keyword Black women expats. I don't go hard on house sitting because ain't nobody searching house sitting. TubeBuddy gives you rankings and tells you, is this keyword worth hitting? TubeBuddy told me that Black women expats was a good keyword, and they were like, house sitting, don't worry about it. Now, of course, I still make house sitting content. I have to, but it's important to go after people where they are on the ladder. Right? So I've got dating videos about dating as a Black woman around the world, which is a great entry point into my channel. And if you remember, when you look back, I think on the top row, one of those was countries where Black women travelers love or hate dating, right? On the top rung, we've got the videos that are overperforming, right? Videos that are doing really well. So I make videos for people as an entry into my universe, right? We all have our universe. So your channel is your universe. Wanda calls it that. Wanda Duncan from Black Women Travel Podcast, the BWT universe. So dating is a good entry point. Black travel countries, like countries where Black travelers feel welcome. That's a good entry point. That's for people who are aware of a pain, but don't know that there's a problem or a solution, right? They just know, look, these men here, ain't cutting it. Where are the good men at, right? Where are the men at, right? You come to my channel with that question, next thing you know, you've quit your job and you're a house sitter. But it doesn't happen because I only make videos about house sitting, because I definitely don't only make videos about house sitting. I don't have a good mix. I don't have a good percentage to tell you about how many for pain aware, how many for problem aware, how many for solution aware. I probably only have, out of 80 or 90 videos, I probably have 5 or 6 that I would consider entry level. Like, you don't have to be searching for sabbatical or house sitting stuff to find this video, but man, they do really well. Those, right? So those dating and those countries videos do really well. So pain, problem, solution. Coaches and service providers on YouTube need to have videos that speak to people in all of those phases. Because like I said, if you're waiting for people to Google, how do I become a house sitter? Not gonna happen. Even sabbatical and career break, like sabbatical gets a lot of search, but it's because people are trying to find a definition for it. What is a sabbatical, right? They're not necessarily looking for a sabbatical. So I have to have entry level stuff to lead people up the ladder to the sabbatical or to house sitting. Okay, so that was the whole section on how to choose what videos to make. Does anyone feel like they now have like a better idea of what kind of videos that they want to make on their channel? Well, let's do this. Can we do this really quickly? Can you leave a 1 in the comments and I'm gonna have to do this on my phone because whatchamacallit, it's not gonna keep up. Leave a one in the comments if you have a coaching or if you have some sort of business and a channel or a podcast or a blog. Leave a 1 if you have a business and one of those things. Leave a 2 if you have a business but not a channel yet. And then leave a 3 if you don't have either one yet, so I can know who's here and what's what. We should have started out this way. Kristen from Certified Africa started out a webinar like that, and I was like, gosh, that's smart, because I just be talking. But we don't know what's what. So please leave a 1 in the comments if you already have a business or something and a channel or a podcast or a blog. Leave a 2 if you have a business but not a channel, podcast, or blog. And leave a 3 if you don't have either one. I appreciate that. I'm gonna have to go to YouTube to see that those answers, because my thing has stopped giving me comments. What's it called? Okay. Oh, Lauren, this is the missing piece I needed. I'm so glad I woke up to this notification. I'm so glad you're here. Girl, that picture on the beach. Oh, I'm like, where the beach at? I gotta get to the beach. I'm in the middle of a city like a sucker. Where is the beach, honey? Happy New Year. That picture was wonderful. Monique, where they at, girl? Where are they? Okay, so we've got 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. Great. Thank you, friends. 3. Great. Hi, Judy. Thank you. Hi, Deborah. Hi. All right. 2, more like 3. Jess, what does that mean? Don't be talking in riddles. This is 2021. I need straight answers, ma'am. Okay, so that's good to know. All right. 2, wonderful teacher. Thanks, friends. 3, Tracy. Okay. So does anyone feel like they still don't know how to figure out what kind of videos to make? Okay. We are going to go to our competition. Okay. We're going to consider them collaborators. I don't know if I've ever even said the word competition on this channel before, because I don't think of people as competition, but it's the easiest way for me to tell you who we're talking about. We're going to talk to our people. We're going to look at people who our people already like, and we're going to see which videos of theirs are doing really well. We're going to listen and watch out in the internet, on Instagram and on Facebook. We're going to see what videos and what channels are doing really well there. And we're going to get information, get informed from that. We are going to create videos for people on 3 different ladder tiers. If anyone has any questions about what their tiers would be, ask. I'm going to wait for like a few seconds. So if you have questions about, you don't understand the pain, problem, solution for your particular people, let's talk about that. I'm waiting. Like, seriously, if you feel like you know what your people would want for pain, problem, solution, you're gonna need some individual coaching. Rashida and I are doing a 5-day challenge called Get 3 Clients in a Week. I don't know why I stumbled on that. So we're gonna be talking more about reaching people there. And I have a link, but I don't know where it is. Okay. We're gonna do a challenge. If you all wanna work on this together, we can work on this together. It's not YouTube specific, it's online marketing, but YouTube is online marketing, right? So this challenge is not YouTube specific. It starts February 1st. That's not even what it's called. Rashida, don't yell at me. Get your next 3 clients 6-day challenge. ExodusSummit.com/get. Hold on, I'm gonna have to type it in to make sure. I think it's ExodusSummit.com/get 3 clients. I didn't save it. Nope. Next 3 clients. I'm sorry, y'all. I know this is bringing things to a halt, but I want you to know about the challenge, but I didn't do my due diligence. I have a bunch of links to share with you of like the download. I had the download and I had the other thing, but I'm still doing this. Maybe it's next 3 clients. Next 3 clients. I'm sorry. Yep. Okay, so we're doing a challenge on online marketing February 1st, 6 days. ExodusSummit.com/next 3 clients. Rashida's trying to help me with the title. Girl, I promise you, it's real. It's real. Okay. Deborah, I just launched a podcast for my YouTube channel. It's in transition. I don't know what to offer viewers. Okay. Deborah, you already told us, Deborah, who you help, I believe. I'm gonna scroll back up. I want to say, as a YouTube, maybe YouTube junkie, like I'm hooked on YouTube. I am all in on YouTube. You can put your podcast episodes on YouTube. People will find you that way. You can just put the audio and a picture. Right? If you don't have a podcast where you actually record video while you're doing it, you can just put it up there. People will find you. And then if they are podcast listeners, they will flip over to watching on your podcast. I do it because it's so much easier to find people when you search on YouTube as opposed to when you search on Apple Podcasts, which is it's garbage, right? You cannot find things on Apple Podcasts. So if you want, you can start with just putting some podcast episodes. Do your search, right? So we know, so you're not going to just put an episode up. You're going to find the keywords that are in that episode. You're going to use those keywords as tags. You're going to find a comparable video on YouTube that's performing really well. You're going to use that as tags. You're also going to link to that in the description. You're going to tell YouTube, when people finish watching that video, suggest mine. Please, if you don't mind, right? So, and then people will trail over to the podcast, okay? I wouldn't recommend you build a whole channel as podcast episodes, but they can be a thing on your channel, right? And then just remember that you've got the pain problem solution. So if your podcast episodes are a solution, make some videos that address the pain and the problem first, right? Deborah, I don't think you told us what you do. Tell us your who you help and what you help them do. All right, wonderful teacher. So you already know so there are teachers who know they're burned out and they need to change. There are also teachers who just don't know yet that they're burned out, right? How are you feeling before you realize that you're burned out? You can make regular teacher content, right? I don't know what kind of questions teachers have. What questions do teachers have? They may have questions about their, I don't know. I'm thinking like they may just be asking like regular vacation questions, like vacation ideas for teachers to de-stress, right? They may not yet know about the sabbatical or the burnout, right? But you may want to do questions, just videos about, fun places that teachers like to go on vacation. Travel is always the first thing that pops in. So I'm thinking like a bunch of travel videos, but you could also address like the idea of burnout, like how to recognize burnout. Is it burnout or is it something else, right? You need some videos for people who are having a problem but don't yet know that the sabbatical is the solution. Anyone else have any ideas for her? But yeah, and so any questions? So get in some groups with some teachers and see what kind of questions that they're asking that your channel would love to answer for them. Find some YouTubers who are teachers. I'm gonna do this right now. So if I get on YouTube and I say teacher burnout, you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm gonna narrate it for you. All right, okay, so there are people making videos on teacher burnout who are doing really well. Let me share this screen with y'all real quick, because you're not gonna believe what I tell you. Wonderful teacher, I'm sorry, I know who you are. I know your face, but right now your name is not popping up in my head. I'm sorry, but I know you. Boom. Entire screen. Okay, I think you can see my screen now. Okay, so here's some videos on teacher burnout, and I would guess that some of these, this lady right here, One Fab Teacher, I would guess that she is a person that you would want to get to know, okay? Remember that this video called Teacher Burnout is Real has 6,800 views, and I'm gonna guess she has half the subscribers. Oh, she's got a lot of subscribers. Okay, disregard that. But I was guessing that video was one of her super performers, but it's not, which is good news. So we know that there are other videos of hers that are doing even better that we can learn from. Okay, here we go. Wonderful teacher. So this is your girl, all right? She is your guide. She is telling you what kind of videos your exact client wants to see. Tiffany. Hi, Tiffany May. We appreciate you. I'm going to subscribe while I'm here because I'm using you as an example. 45,000 subscribers. She's got 250,000 views on a video on classroom management. A classroom tour has 900,000 views. Virtual classroom management. Organization for teachers. These things are what your audience is watching. This is what your people are watching. So start here. This is the pain. This is the pain. Zoom. I saw, right? Didn't we see one on Zoom? Virtual morning meeting. Didn't we see virtual classroom management? This is the pain that your teachers are having, Sandy. Thank you. This is the pain that they're having. All right? So this is the first tier of the ladder. She's telling you right here, this is what your people are interested in. This will get them in the door to you. Then you do the problem, which is burnout. And then you do the solution, which is the sabbatical. But the pain is the classroom management, maybe dealing with administrators who are, I don't know. I don't know. But the pain, okay? I think y'all got it. Because we can scroll down and see she's got videos that are, oh, she's not, okay, yeah, she's got a lot of videos. Right, so her middle videos are getting 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 views. But these videos are super performing. They are outperforming the rest of her channel by a lot, which is common on YouTube. It's common to see that top row of videos. Once somebody gets, 60, 70, 100 videos, that top row is just blowing the rest out of the water. Very common. So don't think that if you have a video that's not, every video is not going to hit. Not every video. Okay. Problem solved, Sandy. Right? So this is how you find out what your people are interested in, what they're watching, and what's going to bring them in your door. You're welcome. Great question, Monique. All right. So we're going to slide into the next section, which is, boom. We're going to slide into the next section, which is the parts of a good YouTube video. And this is one of the parts of a good video, is the right duration, okay? So the parts of a good YouTube video. Expectation, set the expectation. Call to action, the right length, and a lead magnet, right? Where to send people when you're done. This is what a coach needs to have on every YouTube video. Expectation is just what this video is going to be about. It's simple. I always start off a video, hi, today we're talking about blah, blah, blah. Sometimes I throw in a stick around to the end because I have a special like something or whatever, but set the expectation. When you look at your YouTube analytics, people dive off immediately, seconds into it. Okay, so we don't want a long introduction. I skipped that part. Brief introduction, very brief. If you're a coach, your introduction should be about me, the client, not you, the coach. My introduction is I help Black women take a sabbatical to travel on a budget. Not, I used to say when I was 41, I quit my job. Sometimes I still say that because people like it. But sometimes I say when I was 41, I quit my job to travel, blah, blah, blah. But make your intro brief and about them, not you. Always include the subscribe call to action. Always. Because it's just it's not human nature to click the subscribe button, no matter how much you're enjoying a video, right? No matter how much you're enjoying it, you're just gonna keep going and go on to the next video, right? So tell them, please subscribe. I even tell them, please turn on notifications because YouTube, as you can see by your own home page, YouTube doesn't, just because you subscribe to a channel doesn't mean YouTube will show it to you when they post a video. You have to have notifications on. Most of your homepage recommendations are stuff you don't even subscribe to, So, parts of a good video. Expectation, like set an expectation. Do a very brief intro that is about them, not about you. Call to action. Subscribe. Engage, right? Something I don't do as much on pre-recorded videos is leave a comment if, right? Like I just did one if, leave it one if this, leave a two if that, leave a three if that. That also works for pre-recorded videos. I don't do it as much, but you should. We should definitely encourage engagement. YouTube loves it. It's what makes YouTube say, oh, well, I've shown this to X number of people and it's gotten this much engagement. Let me blow the doors off. Let me show this video to the world. That engagement tips you over. So encourage engagement. Okay. And now the next part of a good YouTube video is the right length. When you looked at my top videos, my top number 1 video is 9 minutes long, number 2, 90 minutes long, right? My second highest ranked video, which is really outperforming the first now. It will soon take over as the top video on my channel because it's only a few months old and it's gaining steam like crazy. 90 minutes. It's an hour and 35 minutes with Queen Michelle. So there's no length. Your video needs to be how long it needs to be to cover the subject. Okay, so that's helpful. That's freeing. We're not giving you constrictions. We're telling you, make the video as long as it needs to be to cover that subject. There are people who are like, oh, 10 minutes is the magic number. If you have 60 seconds worth of information in a 10-minute video, that video is going to not do well. Okay, so don't try to stretch out something to make it longer. Don't try to shrink something to make it fit. Imagine me doing this video in 18 minutes, right? You don't learn anything. You haven't learned anything. You're not sharing this with anybody, nothing. So make the video as long as it needs to be to cover that content. Make it the right length. I subscribe to people who do what's his name? The Story Brand guy, Donald Miller. He has a podcast and he also did short YouTube videos, which were like 3 minutes of super helpful information. I don't know that I could make a 3-minute video as helpful as his 3-minute videos are. Super helpful 3-minute videos. Now, he has a big brand behind him. But again, the video needs to be as long as it needs to be. If it's the wrong length for that particular topic, nobody's going to watch it. Nobody's going to get anything from it. They're not going to like it. They're not going to engage in it with it. Not going to share it. YouTube's going to think it's just no good. But don't get tied up to a specific length. I'm holding on. I got 2 good fingernails on this hand. I'm hanging. I gotta cut them. This hand is fine, but except for the thumb. But this hand, I'm hanging in there, y'all. I got 2 nails left on that hand. Okay, parts of a good video: expectation, brief intro, call to action, the right length, lead magnet. All right, coaches, friends, this is my wheelhouse. It's wasteful if you make an amazing video and then don't tell people how they can move forward with you. You've wasted their time, you wasted your time. Get people off of YouTube and onto your thing. I'm sorry, my throat is just getting worse and worse. But you've got to get people off of YouTube and onto your thing. Let me drop it again. I had the link, vicarious.com. This is a lead magnet. It's just a cheat sheet. I think it's get 3 clients. Y'all gotta tell me if that's the wrong link. Oh, I put get 2 clients anyway. Delete that. How do you delete that? I don't know how to delete that. It's just a cheat sheet. Normally, it would be behind a barrier, so you have to give me your email address to get the cheat sheet. It works. Today, it's not behind that wall, but when people watch the replay, it will be. I'm sorry, I should have just copied and pasted. I can't get this right. But you need to have some sort of lead magnet. I don't know any kinder way to put it. But you have to have some way for people to work with you after they've finished your videos, okay? Don't worry about people say that, oh, when you take people off YouTube, YouTube penalizes you. Don't worry, because the click rate is gonna be like 2%, right? We're not talking about 75% of the people who watch your video clicking over to your thing. Right, click-through rate is going to be pretty small, but it's important. Get clients. That's the link. That 2%, 5%, whatever it is, it adds up. But you have to have a way for people to work with you. Cheat sheet, a quiz, challenge. I love a challenge. You've got to have some way for people who are serious to move forward with you, right? If you're doing trips, it could be make sure that you don't miss, hey, here's a video of our amazing trip to whatever. You missed it because you're not getting our newsletter. Like the lead, it could just be get on my newsletter. I don't recommend it, honestly, for other things, but for trips, that works, right? Because there's that, fear of missing out. If you're doing money coaching, maybe it's a budget, like a little budget worksheet. If you're doing for the teachers, it might be a teacher, like a list of free teacher stuff, right? Places where you can get free stuff for teachers, or, maybe a discount for, somebody who's giving teacher discounts or something. You might have a cheat sheet of those things. It could be something real as simple as that. It could be as, not complicated, but it could be as involved as running an actual 5-day challenge. We're going to do a teacher de-stress 5-day challenge. Join me, right? But start off with something really simple, really easy. Start off with the easiest possible thing. My first lead magnet was a quiz. Are you ready for a sabbatical or something like that? Or career break, I don't know. But it was just a quiz. Quizzes are really helpful because people answer questions and give you information about themselves. But you have to have a lead magnet. You don't have a good coaching YouTube video if you don't have a way for people to move off and talk to you later. Great. Mandy says you can, if you have iPhone, you can hit the share button and the cheat sheet will go to your Kindle. Good. That's good to know. Thank you. Thanks, Mandy. Okay, so you've got to have a lead magnet. Anybody here not have a lead magnet? Anybody here not have a way for people to move on with you? People know to subscribe, Adelia, but it's just not imagine like when you're watching YouTube videos, I'm looking at the bed right now because I'm in a studio. I left my house sit. I'm in a studio Airbnb. Um, and I have nowhere, anyway. So I'm looking at the bed because that's where I was just watching YouTube videos, right? You're watching YouTube videos, you're eating chips, and you just, oh, that was a good video. And then you move on to the next thing, right? You go check your email, you go to Instagram. It's not that people don't know to subscribe. You just have to remind them. They know to subscribe, but you still have to say, if you're interested in this topic, subscribe to my channel, right? It's just distraction, right? Everybody's distracted and they're doing other things, and you just want to make sure that you invite them to your thing, right? Yes, everyone knows, but you have to say the words. You literally have to say the words. And Mandy said she meant ad, not ass. I know. It's okay. We all know. I didn't see it until I put it up on the screen, but that is funny. It's okay. We're all friends here. We're all friends. We all know each other. Now we do. Yes. Okay. So Lauren says she needs a new lead magnet because she's narrowed down on the coaching program differently. Yeah. So So change it out. Yeah, and just make it like something simple. Don't overdo the lead magnet unless you want to, unless you're ready to do a more in-depth lead magnet. But it can be like cheat sheet, that house sitter toolkit. So I do a house sitter toolkit. It's really literally, it's links to trusted house sitters, Airbnb, right now, the VPN, right? And it links to, it's a lot of affiliate links, VPN, food, a lot of food delivery coupons, right? If you've never used Grubhub or whatever before, you get a little discount. The SIM card, the SIM card that I use, which is Google Fi. It's just a bunch of links, and it's my best lead magnet so Exodus Summit is technically a lead magnet. So after the summit, that toolkit is my next best performing lead magnet. And it's just a page with links. It's less complicated than the lead magnet that I just shared with you guys on getting your clients on YouTube. It's literally a page of links. And it performs really well because people get it because they're interested in house sitting. And now I have their email address and I can email them anytime, which I did. I'm running the house sitting bundle, new house sitter bundle sale right now. And I emailed them, hey, you got this toolkit because you're interested. Guess what? Sale, right? And it's got affiliate links. So even if they don't buy the bundle, maybe they'll, use the Airbnb affiliate link or whatever. So little toolkits, PDFs, cheat sheets, very, very good lead magnets. But I found that the 5-day challenge that I did for sabbatical money, the sabbatical money 5-day challenge was really good too. So it depends on how much time you have to get a lead magnet together. Yeah. But again, quizzes are really good. Somebody gave you $25 for DoorDash. Good. They have a Rappi is the delivery here in Mexico, and they had some kind of sale, so I got on there, but they have texted me like 50 times since I ordered yesterday. Kirsten says she needs to create a new lead magnet as well. If you have questions, we're here. Okay. Yeah, I put them affiliate. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Put those affiliate links in your lead magnets. All you have to do is say, this contains affiliate links. Sometimes I put it twice on the, because I want it clear that this contains affiliate links. I'm not getting in trouble. You're not taking my affiliate link away from me. Airbnb is not coming after me. Talk about we're taking your affiliate link away. Because she travels the globe. Somebody help me with her name. She put me on. So Airbnb, I always thought you had to do the Airbnb where they give you money, Airbnb discount, right? Where they give you the Airbnb credits, but they have an associates program, which she put me on to. And so I joined the associates program so that you get cash money as the affiliate for Airbnb as opposed to just credits. Yeah, so here Hadassah Ingrid's asking for the work from anywhere toolkit. I may have it typed out somewhere so I don't have to start from scratch. Yes, so the work from anywhere toolkit, another lead magnet that is for people who want to work. No, I don't have it linked here. People who, it helps, it's got information on remote work. It's got information on some of the things that I've already mentioned, VPN, travel insurance. That work from anywhere toolkit, exodussummit.com/toolkit. That's for work from anywhere, yeah. All right, Rashida says, what's the link to the house sitting bundle? The house sitting, thank you, Rashida. I think there are 7 left. Vicarious.com/happy new year. All right, so I bundled together. Thanks, Rashida. I bundled together House Sitter School, a one-on-one call with me, and that 40% discount on Trusted House Sitters for $57. There were only 30 because I'm doing a one-on-one call with each, and I don't have the capacity to do more than 30 one-on-one calls next month. And $57. I think there are 7 or 8 left this morning. So if house sitting is on your 2021 to-do list, go ahead and get the bundle. That 40% discount on Trusted House Sitters is wonderful. Erica, thank you. Erica Martin is the one who put me on to the Airbnb associates program, as opposed to just getting Airbnb credits. All right, so what we've done, let me get back on my notes here. We've talked about why YouTube. We talked about how to choose what content to make. I hope you guys have good info. That's the meat of today. I hope you know what videos you should be making. Seriously, if you have a question about that, ask us while we're here. All right, don't leave here with that question, because that's the meat of this. We talked about parts of a good video. Okay, quickly, how to make sure the right people find those videos. That is the keyword research, right? So once you've gotten the good video, you want to make sure that the right people find them. You need to have those tags you have to have your keywords in the tags. Again, I use TubeBuddy for keyword research. I use TubeBuddy and I use keywords everywhere. Do your keyword research and put those keywords in your title, the tags, the description, and say the keywords in the video. Remember that YouTube is listening and they're transcribing or captioning your video. So say the keywords. When I want to make sure that I rank for Black women expats, I say Black women expats in my video. I tag it. I put it after the title, right? So my video titles are long because it'll be like Queen Michelle loves Queen. Well, let's see, Monique's video. I know Monique's video is Monique from LA, raising a family in the Netherlands. Then the little line, Black women expats, right? I'm putting Black women expats in the title of that video. I am aggressively going after that keyword. I don't want you to be able to Google Black women expats without my stuff popping up. So I put it in the title, I say it, put it in the tags, put it in the description. Same thing with your other video that you want to be suggested after. If you want to be suggested after a video that's doing really well, you need to say that video title, put it in the tags, put it in the description, link to it. Okay? That's how you make sure that the right people find you. We talked about the parts of a good video. Okay, a quick word about tech. Under tech, I just wrote no. Okay? Most likely, if you feel like you need to buy it to get going on YouTube, you probably just don't, okay? I'm recording this on my laptop. Most of the YouTube videos that I do that are pre-recorded, I do on my phone. The most important thing is microphone. I'm in a really echoey room right now, so this mic is probably not helping all that much. But I have a lapel mic. The link to that lapel mic is in the cheat sheet that you guys have, the download. The link to the lapel mic. But you don't have to buy a lapel mic. Your earphones, if you were here in the beginning, you know that I didn't have anything ready, so I don't have my earphones with me. But my earphones have your earphones or earbuds also have a mic that is much better than just trying to use your laptop mic or your phone mic. So do use some sort of external mic. Do use the camera that you already have, please. Don't start off with buying a camera. And then do use Canva to make your cover stuff, make your thumbnail for your video, and to make your lead magnet. Please, ma'am, please, sir, make a lead magnet. If you're not using one already, make one. That's your tech. That's it. And now I'm live streaming using Ecamm, which is why you can see some comments pop up on the screen. I'm using Ecamm Live to live stream. You can use Zoom to live stream. So that's it for tech. All right, I don't want to get into tech. We're not buying cameras just to make YouTube videos. I want one. I have one picked out, but I ain't doing it. I made $180 from YouTube ads in December, right? So my video is ads. So as a person who sells stuff on YouTube, my ad money from YouTube is my smallest piece of the pie. So that I told myself when I get to enough to cut my ad money for a month covers the covers the camera, I'll buy the camera. I don't know when that's going to be. I'll let you know. Because then I'm going to have to learn how to use the camera. Okay. We've talked about how to move them from YouTube to your business. That lead magnet is critical. I'd like to talk more about lead magnets in the future. So we're going to do that. Because that's what I did. That's how I earned money. As a person who works very little, lead magnets were what I did for coaches to make money. They're crucial, but they don't have to be super complicated. So we'll do another session talking about lead magnets. Okay, and then marketing, okay, because YouTube is going to send your video to people, and people are already Googling stuff, so YouTube is already going to send your video to the right people, but you need to give it a head start. You need to give it a head start. Stop keeping your channel a secret, or your podcast or your blog. Put it everywhere, okay? You can't go anywhere on social media of mine without seeing that I do these things. Put them everywhere, okay? What I do, I'm in some of y'all's groups on Facebook. What I do is I go in and I post something in the group that I'm allowed to post, right? A picture, and I talk about I'm a house sitter and I'm in Mexico and blah, blah, blah. And people come over to my personal profile to learn more. I don't even have to say learn more, right? They come over to my personal profile, bam, my banner, right, is talking about the thing that I want them to sign up for. Bam, my most recent post is about the thing that I want them to sign up for. So stop keeping it a secret. Find groups of people who would be interested in what you do. Share what you're allowed to share. Follow the rules. I'm in Craig's group. 2 of Craig's groups. I'm in Adelia's group, right? Share what you're allowed to share. Don't spam, right? So I don't go in there and be like, here's my YouTube video. No, I just say, this is a picture of me house sitting in Mexico, right? As a coach, you have to know that thing that gets people's attention, right? And it's probably a portion of your own story. Share a portion of your own story in places where your ideal client is, and they will come over to your YouTube channel. Okay, it's a trickle. It's not a flood. When they open up the floodgates and they say, now you can share your actual blog post or your video, do it then. Share it then. But in the meantime, when they're like, no spamming, no promotion, you have to learn how to do it more savvy, be more savvy about it. I do it all the time. I just posted in Traveling Black Women, which is Nadine Duncan's group. I'm gonna say 40,000 Black women. It could be more than that. It's big, right? All I did was say, hey, this is me. I'm a house sitter. This is me driving the golf cart with my dogs that I'm pet sitting for. And we actually had a flat tire while I was recording this, and I didn't know it, right? Don't you know, people came over to my profile and saw my most recent posts and then came over to my YouTube channel. And then in her group, they're like, oh my gosh, I just watched your YouTube video. I was so interested. I just bought the bundle, right? People would say, I just bought the house sitting bundle because I saw your YouTube video. You've got to share. It's not a secret. And then last, most important point, I said everything is most important. Collaborate. Collaborate. Find people who are doing who are talking to the audience that you talk to, and collaborate with them. I don't care if it's a podcast guest interview, a YouTube interview. I don't care if you put together a 50 speaker summit with them. Collaborate with other people. There's no better way. I've said this about everything, right? I'm like, oh, this is the best. This is the best. But seriously, collaboration is the way that you reach other audiences, right? You can reach your own audience through blogging yourself. But if you want to reach other people's audiences, you've got to collaborate. Make a list of people and reach out to them. Rashida and I will tell you that people are yeses. They will say yes. The right people will say yes to you. It's amazing. It's amazing. You'll be like, hey, do you want to do this thing? Yes. Right? Sometimes they'll ignore you. Sometimes they'll say no, but say the yeah. But collaborate with other people. Make a list of people, and they don't have they don't have to be people with 10 million subscribers. That's what some people get wrong. You can collaborate. When Rashida and I did the 12 Days of Career Breaks videos, some of the videos that did the best were videos from people who have no real platform or social media, like some social media presence, but no business, right? But their friends, they shared that they were being interviewed by us and come over. Their friends were like, I'm there. And it turns out because they were our ideal client, their friends were also our ideal client, right? We interviewed Jamie, and Jamie's friends were all over it. And Jamie's friends are also in our demographic. They're in our ideal client bubble. Keena Williams' cousin might be here now. Keena Williams had friends and family come over in droves, right? So collaborate. Don't go it alone. I don't care what type of business or coaching services you offer. There's someone who talks to the same client, maybe in a different way, maybe even in the exact same way, who would love to collaborate with you. Your followers become their followers become your followers. Share. It's sharing. It's not a zero-sum game, I promise. It's not. I can't think of any, unless you're like a wedding photographer, I would guess. But then even a wedding photographer can't handle all the business that they're going to get, right? Unless you do something that is one-to-one, there's no reason not to collaborate. Get on podcasts, find a list of podcasts that you want to get on. Get on that, ask them if you can be a guest on their podcast. When you're there, offer their audience your wonderful lead magnet, and they will come over to you. Collaboration. Okay? I've covered it. If you have questions, it's time to ask because it's been an hour and a half. All right. So here's what we've done. We've talked about, where are my notes? I need my notes. Okay. We talked about where to start, like who do you help? What do you help them do? How do you help them do it? We talked about why YouTube is a search engine, algorithm is amazing, and your people, your ideal client is already on YouTube. We talked about how to choose what types of videos to make, the how-to solo, how-to interview, vlog videos, and Q&As. We talked about learning from other YouTubers that your people already like, learning what kind of content to make from them. We learned about social listening. We learned about making content for people who have a pain, who have a problem, and who already are aware of the solution. 3 different ladders. We talked about the parts of a good video, what to expect, brief introduction, call to action, right length, and a lead magnet. We talked about the tech, no. Tech, don't do it, except for a microphone, some sort of microphone. This lapel mic was $80. I house sat for 2 of the worst dogs, 2 dachshunds who were the worst. I mean, they went through my stuff. Dogs, dogs will go through your stuff if it's out, but these dogs went through my stuff and chewed on my microphone, and it still works. All right, so that the link to this exact microphone is in that in our cheat sheet for today. This is a Smart Lav lapel mic. They chewed on, like, the little foam piece been gone. They swallowed the foam piece. This was probably 2 years ago. And they chewed, if you could see it, there are little tiny dog teeth marks in the microphone, and it still works. Get a microphone. That's it for tech. Oh, and the light. So my light went out. My light only lasts an hour and change. I do use an extra light. I used to use a really inexpensive ring light, which was $10, but it just wasn't enough. This was my $10. So there are more expensive ring lights. But this was my first iteration of the light. But I've gone on to the Lume Cube. It only I don't know, you only get an hour and 15 out of it, but it's good light, if you noticed. You can't tell now because it's dead. You can also charge it while you're using it, but I don't do that. We talked about marketing, how to not keep your channel a secret. Okay. All right, I think you seem to be done. Y'all, comments have shut off. I'm also an editor who helps aspiring authors. Deborah. I'm also, their books, looking to move abroad. Any ideas on how to weave this into my self-love and healing coaching? Yeah, these are the same people, probably, right? So someone asked me a couple weeks ago if you need to have 2 different YouTube channels if you talk about 2 different things. These are probably the same people, or there's probably an audience overlap between the authors and people who are doing some self-love and healing. And so you I would say keep this on one channel, make videos for these types of people, both types of people. Like, I make videos for house sitting stuff, and I also make videos for people who want to figure out how to support themselves abroad, like through actually making money, right? So I have a handful of videos on the money. Like today, I would consider that. And side hustles, I have a video on side hustles. So make videos for people in both tiers. Make sure that you let them know that you do both things. So make content for both. And remember that you're going to have to make content for both people on 3 tiers for both sections. So map it out. It sounds more complicated than it is, but map it out. So you could be like, for quarter 1, I'm going to focus on self-love healing coaching. Quarter 2, I'm going to focus on book coaching, right? Go back and forth like that. You might do that and then just map out what your videos are going to be about each week. I would say, we didn't say this, I would say make a video every week. YouTube loved that I jump-started my channel with 30 videos in 30 days, but it was hard. Don't commit to more than, I would say, like 5 or 10 videos. If you want to jumpstart your channel, don't start with more than 5 or 10 at a time. But they did appreciate that. When I take a break, so my channel has been going strong for 2 years now. For both of those years, I've had a 3-month chunk where I didn't make any videos. My viewership dipped but didn't dive. But as soon as I came back, it skyrocketed. Okay? So I didn't make any videos. I made 1 video from August through November. 1 video. I started heavy back in December. Boom. Views skyrocketed. I ended up with more than 16,000 views in December. So one video a week. If you take a break, come back strong. Do I have any issues with trolls? A little bit. Anytime you make a video that says it's for Black women, people just come out of the woodworks to tell you it's bad things, but I don't care. Block and move on. I try to focus on the good. Yes, I do have trolls on videos. That one video with 43,000 views, like, I don't even see the comments anymore. I get like, people get very angry when you say this is for Black women. I've already told you that when you niche down, other people don't really feel excluded, but I'm talking about other right people, the other good people. There are good people who don't feel excluded, but there are people who just feel like they have to tell you why you are wrong. So yes, YouTube, you can put certain words on like YouTube does a decent job of filtering out some stuff. But you can put certain words on like an auto block, right? So certain words I don't see. The B word, the N word. And then I just really, really, really try to remember that this is a small percentage, tiny percentage of the actual feedback that my channel gets. I haven't had any like major long-term trolls. I've never had anyone try to troll for like more than one comment. It's usually one comment and then they go. And my channel is monetized. So if you want to come on my channel and watch an ad while you leave this comment, okay, I'll take the money. Okay. Aw, Justice, thanks for the super chat. I got super chat abilities. Thanks, friend. It's a whole seminar. This is a whole seminar. I'm telling you, I charge. I have it recorded. I don't know if you were here in the very beginning. I have it pre-recorded, so if you want to watch this, it's too late now. But if you wanted to watch this without the commentary and you just wanted the meat without the feedback, I do have it on Gumroad. I'm gonna go ahead and drop that link one more time. It's pay what you want. By the time, I don't know, but now that you're here, it's too late. But it's called Want Free Marketing, Learn YouTube SEO, and I do charge for that. Pay what you want. I think it used to be $17, but I've changed it to pay what you want at least for this weekend. I may keep it pay what you want. They lash out, ignore it. Yeah, just ignore it. That's good advice, but it does, like, on the right day, it will get you. It will, But I think having perspective about things is one of my like superpowers. I can say like this is 0.001%, because sometimes I'm a calculator. Like I love calculators and I love calculating things. And sometimes I do take a minute and calculate like what percentage of comments, and then I'm like I'm tripping over a 0.01% comments. Move on. Rashida. Now, Rashida does career break coaching. Rashida at sheetasontheloose.com. Her channel on YouTube is Sheetas on the Loose. Rashida does one-on-one career break coaching. AZ girl, I don't want to tell you business, but we need to reschedule because we were on the calendar for last week as well. And something happened. I was there. So also email both of us, please, ma'am, because we need to reschedule as well. Thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Now I'm sorry that I just put you on blast for saying that I didn't see you, but I promise you, we were on the calendar for this week, and I was there. So I don't know if you had rescheduled and I didn't get the message or what, but just holler at me. But thanks for the super chat. Happy New Year, friend. Okay. All right. Again, if you don't want to sit through all this, it's too late, really. But if you didn't want to sit through all this, maybe you jumped in at the end and you want to learn some YouTube SEO. I do sell this. Pay what you want. They are jealous, Jess. Lovely 828. Hi. Greetings. Thank you for sharing the video. My thing is covering the thing. Did not realize that I had subscribed to your channel. What? Typed in YouTube black cockroach. See, this is what I'm talking about. I don't know. But you watched a what is it called? You watched an ad, so whatever. Thanks for the money. Okay, don't forget about the 6-day challenge. Rashida and I are doing a Get Your Next 3 Clients 6-day challenge. It starts on February 1st. I just did it again. Okay, so I don't have it. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it's exodussummit.com/next clients, get clients, next 3 clients. Oh, y'all, please help me. Links are hard, y'all. Next 3 Come on. It should just pop up. I shouldn't have to finish. Good Lord. Okay. All right. I'm sorry, y'all. Next 3 clients. Boom. Okay. So this is a 6-day challenge that starts on February 1st. Okay. Join us. We hope that you'll join us. It's not a free challenge. Okay. We're not doing a free challenge because we don't want the people in who are just looky-loos. You're going to come in. You're going to get for one thing, you're going to get feedback from us on what we're working through daily. And we don't want people who are just looky-loos who come in on day 1 and they come on day 6, and right. So you're committed to 6 days, an hour or 2 a day for those 6 days, maybe not even an hour, for those 6 days, and we're going to get your next 3 clients. Join us. And Monique, I need to go back with pen and paper. Okay. So if you have, we're shutting it down. Okay. We're shutting it down. If you have any other questions about the YouTube stuff, I'd like to talk more about, actually, instead of YouTube, I'd like to talk more about lead magnets. So we're going to do some more talking about lead magnets because that's important. And I know it. But we're going to, okay. Thanks, Kirsten. Okay, Jess is telling us why she put a 2-3. She just launched her business only on paper. Okay, good. Too new to have questions. Okay, but when you do, you know where we are, okay? Sign up for the challenge. Like, seriously, Jess, sign up for the challenge. ExodusSummit.com/next3clients. Sign up for it. We'll get it together, okay? What you're gonna get is, we're going to work on an online marketing strategy for you, okay? You're gonna have an online marketing strategy instead of just like, I'm gonna throw some stuff up all over the place and see what works. You're gonna get a strategy based on your clientele or your desired clientele. You're also gonna get feedback on that from us. So you're not gonna just be doing it and wondering if it's working. You're also gonna get the community, the group of us. Like we've been a community today, we're gonna be a community in the challenge so that you will come away not just with the tools and the know-how to get your marketing calendar and your marketing together, but you're also going to come away with hopefully some collaboration buddies, right? Some people who are doing something in a similar vein, in a similar arena as you, who you can turn to and be like, hey, I want to work on this. Do you want to partner with me? Or just like, hey, can I promote your thing, right? Which is a wonderful way to collaborate with someone. I don't know if that's technically collaboration, but hey, my audience would love to hear about your thing. Can I promote that for you? And then you promote for me in return. Girl, I don't care how prepared. You probably saw my little notepad when I shared my screen. I have a full notepad full of like links and things I think you're going to ask me for. Black coaches, good Lord. I don't know. I can't read. I'm sorry. You would think I had some drinks. I thought she said something else. Okay. Child. Okay. But here's the thing. So nobody expects that from me. Nobody expects perfection. Nobody expects me to, that's not my like brand. You didn't ask me questions about branding, but that's not my brand, right? So nobody expects perfection from me. I'm a few steps ahead. I'm not at the finish line. That's something that coaches need to be able to share with their audience and their subscribers. Share the fact that you're growing and learning. I think that's a wonderful way for coaches to attract people. If you are trying to project the image that you're at level 100 when you're not, it comes across. I think that this is something that I do really well. I think that when I mess up, I say, oops, I messed up. And I'm sorry, lovely 828. I'm sorry. You know how it is when people, so I'm gonna blame Lauren. We'll blame Lauren for this because I was thinking about trolls and then next thing you know, I see the word cockroaches instead of coaches. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, perfection is not my brand, and so nobody expects it from me. Nobody. And what it does is it tells people, oh, if she can do it, I can do it, right? Like seriously, seriously. Uh, so I hope that that's what you see. If I can get a YouTube channel with 100,000 views in 1 year, when I took 3 months of no videos, right? 3 months of not making videos, you can do it. Again, that was $180 from YouTube, so I hope that that's not your goal, right? I hope that the YouTube views aren't your goal. I hope that your goal is the business. But if I can do it, you can do it. Because I can't type and talk. I am terrible with remembering links. I'm terrible at predicting questions ahead of time. And boom, I'm doing it. YouTube is driving my business. YouTube is driving my business, and really like a few videos are driving my business. Okay. How important is branding? It's not important. AZ. Branding is not important. I'm not kidding. I don't have branding. I don't have a logo. My website is trash. It's not. Clients are important. Okay. So this podcast I listened to, the story brand, Donald Miller, he said, once you make $10 million, then get a brand, right? Then worry about branding. So the image, I guess technically, so some people say branding is what people say about you, right? So I guess I do have some sort of branding, right? I'm the house sitter person. But I don't have a logo. I'm not kidding. Sometimes I write it in one font. Sometimes I do it in another font. Sometimes I do it all one color. Sometimes I do it in multiple colors. I don't have branding stuff. It's not important. It's not gonna lose me clients. It's not gonna get me clients, right? So don't worry about that. So pick, right? So I use the same colors for everything, and I use those colors because I look good in those colors. Not kidding, right? I pick some colors that I look good in. I pick a font or two that seem pretty to me at the time, and then like months later, I'm like, I'm gonna switch to this font. And that's about it. What's most important is that you can tell people what you can do. Tell people what you're offering, what your outcome is. All right? The other stuff, nice to have after you're already making some money. I'm not at the point where I'm making enough money to be worried about branding. And so I'm not. Rashida and I, we do Exodus Summit stuff together, and I'll be like, we're gonna use this color for this, right? It's just arbitrary. She likes yellow, I like mauve-y colors. We just use yellow and mauve and a dark green to keep it all grounded, So branding after you're getting clients or after you're making money. Please, ma'am. I'm the Issa Rae of house sitting and online marketing. Yay! Thank you, Justice, my girl. Thank you. Hilarious, genius, mogul vibes. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Monique finally has a lead magnet. Way to go, Monique. Do you want to share it? You can't now, in the chat, you can't drop the link, but you can tell us what it is. What's it called? I don't think YouTube chat won't let you guys put links in, only me. Okay, I've been seriously thinking about starting. So thank you for watching. So this is everything that I have worked out to talk to you about today. So now I'm just going to go through some comments for a little while. If you are done, if you've had it, I appreciate you for watching. Please take a second and share this video somewhere. On Twitter, on Facebook, please share it with somewhere. Or email the link to someone you think would be interested in this. If you know someone who has said, 2021, I am getting my business off the ground, or 2021, I'm going to do some better, more strategic marketing, send them this video. I think it's helpful. If you think it is, I'd appreciate that. I would appreciate you sharing. But I'm just going to go through the comments for a little while. My sore throat is okay now that we're done. So that's what I'm going to do. But I appreciate you for being here, and Happy New Year. All right, Kay. I've been seriously thinking about starting a YouTube channel, but not really interested in starting a business. That's okay. That's okay. YouTube is a great place. As you see, YouTube is a great place to start a community. It's okay. These things that we've worked through today, and I don't remember how long you've been on today, so you may have missed some of the stuff. But these things that we've worked through today will help you grow a YouTube channel. Okay? Whether you're talking about growing a business or not. It's not going to help you go viral. So if there's someone here whose plan is just to have a viral video and make $1 million, I can't help you with that. But I can help you grow a YouTube channel, and this is how. These are the steps, regardless of whether you need to move someone over to a business or not. Okay, these are really helpful for moving someone over to a business, but in general, they're just ways to grow a channel. And that's legit. That's legit. You never know, okay? One day, your people, your community may say to you, here's what we want from you. And you may end up starting a business, because that's what happens in communities. They say, okay, now we need X. And you decide whether or not you want to provide that, or you want to be like, sorry, go somewhere else, which is also a legitimate answer. Deborah, you have a brand for sure. Giving, generous, perfectly imperfect, and we love it. Joy, smile, spirit. Thank you. Thank you very much, Deborah. Thank you. So yeah, brand, the term brand, to me, I think of like the physical things that you want to get together at some point, right? A website, a logo, a branding board, right? Some colors, some fonts, but you're right. Your brand is your reputation. So I do have, that is important. Your brand, your reputation, that is important. But the physical things, leave them. Nobody, I promise you, nobody cares. Nobody cares. And if you invest money in the beginning in a brand, it just means more money you're going to invest later when you have to change everything. Yeah. If you don't have a brand, it doesn't cost you to revamp your brand. Pro tip. If you have a logo, you haven't wasted money when you redo your logo. Boom. This is so affirming. Keep it who you are. Keep it who you are. Just pick colors that you think are pretty. Coolors, I think it's Coolors, COOLORS. I'm gonna put that in there. That's where I put colors together. I pick a color that I really like, and then I come up with a color palette. I recommend that. I do recommend. Now, see, this is kind of stuff that will take hours and weeks of progress away from you. Okay, so you can mess around on these sites, but remember that what you want is clients. If you want paying clients, these colors are not going to get you paying clients. Like getting on YouTube and going live will get you paying clients. Okay. Deborah, I'm considering the bundle, but I only want the one-on-one. You can just book a one-on-one. I do one-on-ones, and I think I can tell. Yeah, so you can book a one-on-one right there. It's not so I have a better looking link. The other link is vicarious.com/callme. I guess I should have put that one up. So you can just book a one-on-one with me, vicarious.com/callme. Jess, I knew I wasn't the only one. She says she gets annoyed when a podcast is not on YouTube. Yeah, YouTube, it's just easier to find stuff. It's just so much easier to find stuff on YouTube. It is a little more interactive. I find that podcasters don't usually check their YouTube comments, but possibly, right? So you can still leave comments and interact more than with a podcast. I don't mean to bash podcasts. I don't know if Craig is gone. Craig and Adelia are podcasters. I don't mean to bash podcasts, but bash. Don't start one. But it's just so much easier to get found on YouTube. The camera thing, if your concern is like, if people are afraid of being on camera, you just get better. You start off scared and nervous, and then you get better at it. I have gone live. I have promoted this video to people before it happened, and I did not bother to look and make sure that the dishes were in the sink. There are dirty dishes, and they are in the sink. So, stuff that I used to be so nervous about. Now I'm it's much easier. So the idea of being nervous about getting on video should not deter you from getting on YouTube. I'm telling you, the people that you want to reach are already on YouTube. YouTube can do a good job of recommending you to other people. Podcasts just don't have the ability to, in my opinion, they don't have the ability to predict who else would like this podcast like YouTube does. Okay. What I pre-recorded when I said you could watch this pre-recorded, I actually pre-recorded that for a session for podcasters. So I had to walk a tightrope. But I don't know of any other place where we can interact like we can here, except for Clubhouse, I think there's some possibility there. There's some potential there. We just gotta get the newness off and get certain people to just leave it alone for a while. But yeah, for right now, there's no place else where you can interact like here, like on YouTube. It's good to know as a podcast. I do. AZ, do I think it's important to be interactive in comments? Absolutely. Absolutely. You have to be social on social media. Because you know what happens if you don't reply to your people's comments, somebody else will, and then they'll go watch their videos, right? It's important for community. And it's also just important because YouTube likes it. YouTube loves commenting and interacting in the comments. Their algorithm or whatever will promote to other people a video that's having better comments and engagement than a video that's silent, even if it's a great video, right? A great video without comments, YouTube is going to be less inclined to show it to other people that it thinks might be interested. Comments are crucial on YouTube. I always leave a comment. Like as soon as we're done here, I'm going to go in and leave a comment, and then I'm going to sit there for 15 minutes or so and wait for new comments to pop up and answer those comments right away. After that is hit or miss, right? Then it's up to like my phone alerts and what am I doing at the time. But in the beginning, get in right away. It's important. Okay. All right. Again, I'm on Ecamm Live. And so I think I see all the comments, but then after we're done, I always see that there are more comments in the chat that I did not see. So if I missed your comment and you want me to read it and help you with something, put it in now. I'll give you a couple of minutes. But I don't see everything. To see every comment, I have to go onto YouTube, and y'all know, you're going to have to hear because I don't know. I don't mute stuff in time and all of that. So it's best to just try to leave the comment one more time while I'm here. But I think we nailed it. Oh, here we go. Tony Denise. Okay, it's popping up on here too. Hi, Tony. Gonna launch my channel soon? Yes, get out of your head. Many women are asking to share your story. Yeah, it's like there's no way to feel confident doing something you've never done. You just have to do it, right? So don't worry about I'm not feeling confident, I'm feeling nervous. You're supposed to feel nervous when you do new things. That's how we're wired. But do it. The sooner you start, the easier it gets, right? The sooner you start, the sooner you get to comfort level. Kiana B. Okay, finally, she's giving her real name. Kiana B. I can, but I need to have your phone number. You have to email me or DM me. We're somewhere. Where are we? If you're following me somewhere, Instagram or Facebook, you have to DM me your phone number. On Clubhouse, you can't invite someone who's not in your phone book. Robin, okay. Do I recommend a website, scheduling app, or email for booking clients? I've only used Calendly. And I haven't had problems. Calendly and my Gmail email work really well together, and I haven't had a problem with them. I've never used Acuity. People seem to like that. But Calendly is the only one I've used. If I had I don't think I have a Calendly affiliate link. If I had one, I'd give it to you, but I don't think I do. I'm gonna check real quick. No, I don't have an affiliate link for Calendly. I should. I need to look for that. I need to get one. But yeah, so I've used Calendly only with no complaints. When Rashida and I need to schedule something together, sometimes we have problems because that's a couple of different email addresses working together. But for my own stuff, no problems. Okay. 2 hours. All right. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you again soon. I'm sorry, I don't know what the next video is going to be about yet, but I'll tell you. You know how I do. I'll let you know when I know, you will know. All right. Deborah says Acuity is good too. Okay, good. Just DM me and I'll add you. Okay, my laptop battery is dying, so it's all working together for us to end at this moment. I'm glad you were here, and I'll see you soon. I'm excited for what this year is going to do financially for all of us. My word for the year is breakthrough. I'm excited about the breakthroughs that we're going to have. Would I recommend a static background on YouTube? Static background as in like a backdrop? Static background. Monique, I'm sorry. One more time. Static background. Are you talking about like a backdrop? I just record where I am. I don't deal with backdrops. If that's what you mean, static background. I'm sorry, you got to explain that to me. I have had coffee this morning, but I'm not getting that. I'm not understanding. Wonderful teacher. Go to vicarious.com/resources. You'll see who I use for my website, host, and email provider. Those are the things that you need to get started, okay? You need a website, or actually you need the email provider before anything, I think. And then eventually you're gonna need a website and a host for the website. And so I use MailerLite for my email provider, and my website is a WordPress site that I use SiteGround to host. So you see those links on my resources page. But seriously though, get a client first. Like, I'm not kidding. Get clients before you get a website. Yeah. Get yourself a LinkedIn profile and use LinkedIn as your website for now, right? Fill out a link, get on YouTube, look for a great video on LinkedIn. I'm sorry, right now I can't think of anyone who's done one, but I've watched them. But yes, use LinkedIn, get a client or 2 or 4 before you think about a website. Okay, what you need is a place for people to go and a way for people to contact you. That can be done on LinkedIn, especially if you're talking to teachers, if you're talking to like professional people. That's where you want to send them. And then once you get a client, then get yourself a bare bones website. And then once you're making enough money to worry about branding, then you do the full meal deal. But until then, get yourself on LinkedIn. I would start out, if you're gonna make a lead magnet, I would start out with MailerLite with an email provider, because you're going to want a way to capture emails right away. So LinkedIn and MailerLite, I would start with those 2 things. Thanks for the super chat, Robin. Thank you for your support and feedback. Very helpful. I'm very glad. Thank you for being here. Thank you for participating. Thank you for sharing with us. And thanks for the breakfast. That's coffee and churros. Thank you. For $4.99 will get me coffee, churros, and yogurt here in Mexico. So thank you. Okay, maybe that'll be our next one, because that's something I can do without someone else, without a buddy. I've been trying to invite people on the channel, and it's just bad timing. I haven't been able to get anyone on. And let me tell you, my skincare regimen, you're going to be mad. I don't even use a moisturizer. I need I need somebody to tell me what to use. I don't use a moisturizer. I don't use a toner. I use a serum. I use the Olay serum. Olay. And I drink a lot of water. And that's it. Yeah, maybe we'll do that next. So I'm missing Monique. You guys are replying to Monique's, but I'm missing Monique. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go to hold on. My laptop is about to die, so if I lose you, Happy New Year. But I'm gonna try to answer Monique beforehand. But I'm sorry, Monique. So I'm not seeing you on here. But people are responding to you as if you did share it. Did I, and also the static background answer, did I answer that? As if you mean just like the background, as long as it's not distracting people from what you're talking about, I don't think it matters. I do videos outdoors. It's like the mic is more important, so I do videos outdoors when I'm dog sitting and the dogs are running around and barking and stuff, and it doesn't seem to matter. I don't know if that's what you mean. If not, yeah, clarify. Yeah, I'm missing. Thank you, Monique. So she says she's proud, inspired, and impressed by my success. Thank you, Monique. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm glad that I started, and I'm glad to have found a community of women on the YouTube who are like sharing and giving. Monique is one of those people. Monique, when I said, "Hey, Monique, do you want to do this thing for the summit? Do you want to?" She's like, "Yes." Immediate yes. My stomach is growling. No explanation. I didn't really have much to say, but she's like, yes. People will share. Collaboration is everything. All right. So Monique and Jess are communicating as if Monique has. I missed it. I'm sorry. I missed it. Oh, Monique. Okay, maybe you're talking about when she said she finally got a lead magnet. Okay. So, but did you tell us what it's called? Or, well, Monique on Instagram. Let's see. I got 4% on my laptop. Monique's handle is a handful. Monique on Instagram is An Unstoppable Journey. She just was in Runner's World magazine. She was just featured in Runner's World magazine. She had set a goal for herself to run 50 races in 50 countries by the year of her 50th birthday. COVID had a little something to say about that, but she's done an amazing job of running 50 races in 50 countries, which is amazing. We're talking marathons and half marathons. We're not talking about no 5K fun runs. So this is Monique's Instagram. Hey, Carla from Rose Apple Global's here. Hey, Carla, we're shutting it down. My laptop is at 3%. But the replay, as soon as we end, YouTube will take a second and then the replay will be there. So you'll be able to catch everything from the beginning. And one more time, I'm going to drop this link. If instead of hearing me talk for 2 hours on the subject, you'd rather hear me talk for 45 minutes on the subject of YouTube for coaches, I do have a paid course. Like, not a course, it's just a video, but it's 45 minutes, I think. And without the interruptions of like feedback from people as we go. Okay. So if anybody jumped on new, you can get a YouTube SEO. I do have a YouTube SEO course that is pay what you want for this weekend at least. At least pay what you want. So if you want to pay just a couple dollars, that's fine. Okay. But we're going to go. Great. And maybe next week we'll do a video on just like the tools and resources that I use. Okay? Thanks. Happy New Year, friends. All right. Now I can't figure out how to exit. Okay, bye.